It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Hello, 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 everyone. Come on in, come on in. It is tea time with Tracey. Come on in. I am your host, Tracey Hines, with Tea Time with Tracey Facebook Live. Come on in. It is now 8:02, 8 o'clock actually p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but come on in and join us on tonight. We have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hot topic of discussion coming your way. But please, as you come in, share, 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 share. Please let everyone know that Tea Time with Tracey is on, and we're looking forward to having a mighty discussion on tonight. As you all know, oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see Kimberly Lomax is on with us. Of course, my administrator, Montrese Brewster, good to see you. Please make sure you share, post to put the people name in, have them come in and tune in with us on tonight. Oh, we're going to have a marvelous time on tonight. Subject matter is something quite juicy, I think. But I want you all to make sure that you let the people know that Tea Time with Tracey is on, and they do not want to miss it. Uh, I'm sure they're going to be able to be a great help to someone. As you all know, some of you that are coming on that may be your first time tuning in with Tea Time with Tracey, but what we do here, Tea Time with Tracey, is where we come together to encourage one another, to admire, and to assist each other regarding our relationships. It's all about relationships and family, and just relationships on all aspects. Relationships in your marriage. We talk about relationships in your marriage, friendships, your siblings, family, even when it comes down to your neighbors and your co-workers, and just partnership business. Anything when it comes to relationship is what we discuss here. There's nothing that is short of or unable to be discussed here. One thing about Tea Time with Tracey, this is what we always ask. We ask all of our viewers that when they come in to, first of all, grab yourself a cup of tea. Grab yourself a cup of tea or a cup of joe like I have here, and let's get going. Get your comments and get your comments together. Your comments are important here. You matter. You matter here. You are very important here. There's no big I's and there's no little U's. Everyone here matters. Your opinion matters. And if you can take the time to write it, I can take the time to acknowledge it. That's what we do here. And because we are a family and we're, like I said, we're better together. And I'm so glad you're all tuning in with me on tonight. Oh my goodness, good to see my son-in-law, Ryan Roberts. He was on last night with me with Black Love. So I'm excited. That was a wonderful time. Oh my goodness, Noah Tapri. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, come on, y'all. Come on in. Please, please, please do me the huge favor and share on your page. The more, the better. The thing is that what we do here on Tea Time with Trace, like I said, what we do, we interact with one another. We have a topic of discussion, and then everyone gets a chance to write their opinion on it. Because this is the thing. We have viewers that tune in from all over the world. I do have viewers from Australia. They don't. A lot of people do not comment here, but they watch us on the back. They're watching, or they would inbox me. So I want you to understand that what you're seeing here matters and can be a help to someone. Good to see you. Thank you, Arnie, for tuning in. Okay, so this is what I am going to do. Before I jump into the topic of discussion, I want to bring back to your attention that I'm in the process of doing a $500 giveaway. And I want you all to make sure that you partake in it. The more people that participate in it, the more chances that we're able to fulfill our obligation that we have set in terms of making sure that we have the proceeds of $500. We have a $500 giveaway. All you have to do is cash at $10 to $4 tea time, and then you have a chance to be in have your name placed on the spin wheel. And this is what it looks like. I'm sure everyone can use a little extra money, so it's nothing wrong in, partaking in this, and your families can have a chance to have a fresh start come the new year. So please, I have my phone. I'm waiting to hear the cash apps. It's only $10. Send $10 to $4 tea time, and your name will be entered on that spin wheel, and you'll have a chance to win $500 on January 1st. So please, everyone, um, take the time to be part of that $500 giveaway and send your $10 cash app into $for tea time. Okay, so now let me just tell you what the topic of discussion. First of all, let me bring up last night. Yesterday, we had a wonderful special segment on Black Love. We had two couples on, the Roberts and the Thomas, that were on, and they were discussing their life and how they're persevering, and they're very young. They're under the age of 30 with great accomplishments. They have homes, they have businesses, they have children. And because I had technical difficulties on yesterday, I spoke with them, and I'm going to do a part 2. And this way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it again sometime in January, but I'm going to have them together in one location. So that will eliminate the echo, and we can have a really, really great, candid conversation, and you can get to see how they interact. And we're going to touch on some really serious topics that we didn't get a chance to touch on yesterday because of my difficulties. But I've discovered that I had on this particular situation, the reviews was great. People were being blessed. People were saying that they want to be able to hear them again, or they want to, they was asking different questions that I was getting in my DMs. So I'm going to bring them back. And that one is going to be a really hot one, very juicy, because we're going to open up the playing field, and we're going to talk about everything real matters when it comes to marriage, when it comes down to religion, when it comes down to frustrations, and everything that marriage people face, and these young couples are willing to touch on it. So I want you all to make sure that you're tuned in when you hear about it. Make sure you come in, and they're going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it, and they're a great young group of people. And I know that some of you all were blessed on last night. Can I get some hearts? Can I get some hearts? You know the hearts want my heart. I love the hearts. Please give me some hearts. And please share on your page. I need to see those shares. I need to see those shares. Share on your page. Okay? So, now, the topic of discussion, there was a particular question that was asked on last night to the couples, and this topic became very heavy. So I said, you know what? We're gonna bring that one particular topic up right here, right now, and let's dive into it. And this is the topic that the people want to hear a little more about, just in general. Hot topic. Can single people give advice to married people on marriage, etc.? Let's come with it. We need to hear from you all out there. Do you think that single people can give advice to married people on marriage, etc.? That means on a spectrum. But I need to hear from you all. Oh, I need to hear from you all. But while you're doing that, I do still want to acknowledge a few people. Thank you, Annie Rose, for tuning in. Thank you, Jane Rowland, for tuning in. I'm so excited on tonight. But I need to hear from you. I see, Faye, you're watching. Thank you, Arshelle. Brooks Harris, thank you for tuning in. Yes, come on in, everyone. Please come on in. We need to dive into this topic. This is a discussion that many people are really would like to know the thoughts of people concerning that. Can single people give advice to married people on marriage, etc.? That means even including if they can give them a matter of relating to raising children, marriage. I want to hear from you. There was a particular. I seen a post. Someone gave me a post, and there were comments on it relating to something similar to this. But I thought, let me just bring it this way. And they were saying that um, the young lady, I think someone was married, and a single lady was giving the married person advice. And the advice that she was giving them, people were not agreeing with that type of advice. And so I want to hear from you all. I want to hear from you all in depth on if you think it's possible that single people can give advice to married people on marriage. And because the thing is, I'm just going to speak for me. I want to know if there was someone that was married, right? And you were taking their advice while they were married, right? And you may have seen their marriage dissolve and things didn't work out. So now that they're no longer married, you don't think that they can give you advice? Because now they're considered to be single. I'm asking you that because I fit the category. I was married. I am divorced. Um, so I'm single. So I believe that I have a plethora of information because I have some information regarding I have information regarding on what to do and what not to do. I didn't work, so I can give you guidance on to perhaps on some things that I can say, I see that you're going in a way that that may not be that, and the outcome might not be beneficial. I've seen that before. I've seen that before. So, not saying that because I experienced it, but if there's something that you're doing and that I've seen what the results were from me from making that decision, then no. Okay, let's get to what people are saying. Okay, so Kimberly says, I think they can. Faye says she stand by. She would now. Faye Thomas was one of the couples that was on last night, and she said no. She do not think single people can give married people advice, etc. Jasmine says, I believe yes. It's the belief and characteristics of an individual. Faye says, if they were married, yes, since they have a history with the situation. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, now here we go. Here we go. So, there is a difference between who can give the advice when they're single. So, we're saying single and never been married over single and was married. Because I don't know if we should even call, you really shouldn't. People who were married and now longer married, they technically are called divorced. You're single because you're no longer married, but your title is divorced. So it's a little different there. So I'm gonna go with we're talking about single people who's never been married. So let me pull myself out of the equation, and let's tackle the part about someone who's never been married. I'm going to change the topic matter. Someone, I have to be careful with this computer. Um, I'm going to change the topic and put it in a way that it will be clearly understood. Because I want it answered according to the topic. Can single people who've never been married, there's a difference. Single people who never been married, who never been married, can can single people who never been married give advice, right, to married people? Oh, on marriage, etc. I want that to be clear. I want it to be clear on what the topic of discussion is. Oh, I did it wrong. It didn't give me the whole thing. Oh, I have to save it. That's the one I want. There it is. Can single people who never been married give advice to married people on marriage, etc.? That is the question. Okay, so we got a couple of comments here that I did not get a chance to bring up, so I'm going to dive right on into them. Okay, so Faith said if they were married, okay, yes, since they have a history with situation. Kimberly says, I remember I gave advice to someone with kids when I didn't have any, and they told you don't have kids so you don't know. Oh, they told her that she don't have kids so she don't know. Okay. Okay. Montrese says, I believe a single person can give advice, not how to be married, but there's other things they can give advice on. Okay. No, you can't give advice on how to be married, but can they give advice on, I mean, what they think concerning marriage? Yeah. Let me see. I have skipped some. Right. Okay. So Kim says, same as marriage. Just because you're not married doesn't mean you don't know what it is. Faye said, but if you have never been married, never had kids, or never experienced certain situations, sorry, I will not take advice from you. Wow. 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 That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. So, um, I want to talk with see what Faye's saying here. She said, but she said, if you've never been married, never had kids, or never experienced certain situations, sorry, I would not take advice from you. That's deep. All right, all right, all right. I'm sure they're gonna touch on that one. Kim said, wisdom is wisdom. Jazz said yes. Montrese agrees. Some things they can spread light on. Okay. Jasmine said integrity belief has nothing to do with single, divorced, married. Some of my best advice was from single individuals. Okay. Okay. Michelle Jenkins, yes, good to see you. She said that changes everything. The answer is no. It's almost like someone without children trying to give me advice about my children. Okay, okay, we getting into this. This is really good. Noah says, I believe they can because if I'm married but my ways are childish, my single friend can tell me I was wrong, or I need to grow up, or I need to pray about it. Maybe they grew up in a household where their parents were married. There are marriage. Okay, okay. Oh, Faye saying hi to Daphne. Okay. Linda said, what is an example of advice that a single person can give a married person concerning marriage? Well, if they see, I'm just saying, single people, if you're around, what if you're a single person and you were raised in a house where there's marriage, like they said, your family is of this marriage. You see what a successful marriage looks like, and if you got friends who are married and you see things happening, that single person can give them the advice of what they've seen. So is it really fair to say that they cannot give you advice if they come from a surrounding or environment of marriage simply because they're not experiencing it, like everyone is saying about wisdom? I don't know. That's kind of touchy there. Uh, Kim says, I worked in daycare. Wait, that was to, what Delinda was saying. What is an example of advice that a single person can give a married person concerning marriage? Kimberly said, I worked in a daycare and watched family members' kids and treated them like they were my own. I drove school, but okay, Kim, I don't know what you're talking about there. Um, Okay, I understand what you're saying. So you're saying that because you was around this in the school system dealing with kids and all that, so you felt like you were able to tell people about their children when you were asked a question before you even had kids. I get it. I get it. So you're saying that because you were in the school system, you was working with kids, you loved kids, you took care of children, and so when you would give advice to people who had kids, they were not receiving you because they felt that you couldn't tell them because you didn't have. I get it. I understand. Hey, Naturel, good to see you. This is one of my good fans, that viewers that are always on. I wanted to acknowledge you. Ani says, you never know who God might put the answers to your problems in. It could be a single person. Oh, light bulb. Very good. Very, 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 very good. Sometimes the answer, you don't know where the answer going to come from. And so just because you have a single friend, that doesn't mean that they may not have the answer for you. Very good, Arnie. Very good. Um, Let me see. Let me go who I missed. I missed a few. Okay. Jazz said, y'all bringing it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I start with Natural. Let me go down here to Jasmine. Says some of the best people for children are people who have no children. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Hey, God bless you, Mother Gail. Michelle says, I like that you put it in a positive perspective, Tracy. Thank you. Thank you. I do try. Oh, good. Okay, here we go. Daphne's here. She said, I say no. I have been married for almost 7 years, and there are certain aspects of marriage that single individual will not understand. When you become one with your husband, there should not be anything that comes between that, especially individuals, advice that are not married. When I first got married, I got into a small argument with my husband and spoke to my childhood friend, and she told me to just leave. I can do bad all by myself. What we go through as married couples is not only for us. Oh, this is good. This is good. Very, very good. You all, yes. Oh, you're welcome, Natural. Oh, I know Daphne got some more she put in with that. But I like what she was saying. She went to her friend that she would normally probably consult with before she was married. And because, it was easier for her friend, single friend, to say, leave. You can do bad by yourself. And sometimes that will be the question for someone who doesn't have they're only looking at you. They're not looking at the marriage scope. Um, Faye said, I also have been watching kids since like 12 years old after a big family. But now being a mother, it's different for me now to give advice. Ah, I see. I see. That's good that you said that because a lot of times, Faye, people don't want to acknowledge that. It is different being a mother over being one who's watching someone's child over having your own and having to deal. It is majorly different. Married people give bad advice too. Woo! Boom, that's good right there. Just because a person is married does not mean that they give the good advice because sometimes, have it ever occurred to you that sometimes I've heard people say sometimes they would rather go to a single person and get advice from them over going to a married person. You know why? Because a married person will compare their marriage to yours. And then the advice that they give you is predicated on what they're dealing with or what they're experiencing. And then they don't want to see you. I'm just saying, sometimes that's why you have that advice stuff is really tricky, really, really tricky, really tricky. But that's a good one, Noah. Kimberly says, yes, then after I had kids, all the neighborhood kids were at my house with my kids. Okay. She says, some people, parents aren't married and they take advice concerning their marriage from them. Interesting. Interesting. I gotta sip some tea here. This is really good. This is really good. You're bringing it. I appreciate that. I appreciate your responses, your comments, because it is real. It's a great help. Someone's going to tune in and they're going to think about what is being said here, and then they're going to realize that, hey, wait a minute, hold up, let me take another look at this. Let me see this thing before they start making a judgment call, or maybe they're going to reconsider how they see this. Okay, so Manchi said, yeah, some people, parents aren't married, and they take advice concerning their marriage from them. She's inviting Alicia. Yeah, please make sure you invite the people to tune in. This is a really great topic. I think it's going to be beneficial. That's going to help some people. Can single people who never been married give advice to married people on marriage? Bring them in. Tune in. Share with your people. Tell them, come on in. This is a hot topic. Uh, Gail says you have to have experience. Faye says I agree with this too, but you have to choose wisely who you receive advice from. But good point. Awesome. Thank you, Faye. She says she agree. Okay. Montrese says you know the difference between good advice and bad advice. Your friend would never tell you to leave your union. Some will. Some will. Lornette says, normally, single individuals. Good to see you, First Lady Lornette Catskill. Thank you for tuning in. She says, normally, single individuals who have never been married have single mindset. That's good. Single individuals can only give advice from their experience. Watching married parents in a home does not mean anything to me because every marriage have different dynamics, and oftentimes what we see on the outside is totally different on the inside. From my experience, my single friends gave horrible advice about marriage. Oh boy, this is very juicy. Oh my God. But I can understand what she's saying. I really do. I really do. Jazz said, again, knowledge and individual marital status has no effect. That has to do with maturity and envy. And oh, that's for Daphne. Oh, that was for Daphne. She was saying that to you, Daphne, on the person. I like what Lornette Edwards said, though. I really do. Oh my goodness, you guys are bringing it. She says, watching someone's children is different than having your own. I never understood the stress, sacrifice, and joy of parenting until I became a parent myself. Exactly. Kimberly said, truthfully, I don't like to give people marriage advice, but I can say take your time and make sure you find someone with your same vision and someone who's truly your best friend. That's good there too, Kimberly. That's really good. Michelle said, I have never been married, so my advice on marriage would be limited, but just advice based on morals and reality may help. Oh, oh, boom. I appreciate that response, Michelle, because a lot of single people will not make the type of comment that you made or even look at it on that note because they feel like I am knowledgeable, I have of age, I've experienced, and they think that they're able to tell someone something. But that makes a lot of sense. You said I've never been married, so my advice on marriage would be limited, but just advice based on morals and reality. So you're saying that you will respond, your response will be more based on morality and morals, not so much about quote unquote. Well, I like that. You guys, this is good. This is really good. Faye says, yep, because after you babysit the kids, go home, you go home. But now being a full-time mom, things are way too, that's right. You can't get them kids back. What's yours is yours. You can't give your children back. But I want to put Michelle's comment up again. I really thank you all for tuning in the way you are and you're bringing in your comments. This is really good. Let me put the topic up again as the people are coming in. But I think this is really a great discussion that we're having, and it's true. You all touching on so many areas that is really a great help to others. I'm certain people are going to be blessed by what you're saying. Um, Kimberly said something. We'll face it. Yep, because right. I'm missing comments. Yeah, I got comments and missing. I like what Jasmine said. When you respect the ministry of marriage, status does not matter. Oh, right. Because it is sometimes it is true for people. Uh, People will easily tell you to leave when they have not gone that route. Um, Kimberly said, "Don't fall in love, and not on what the person looks like or what they have." She said, "Yes, that's why I said wisdom is wisdom. I had an old friend live to 100 something, never married, no kids, but wow, I could listen to her talk all day." Wow, Kim. Wow. So yeah, what do y'all say? I mean, this woman's never 100 years old and never been married and never had kids. You couldn't take advice from someone like that? Just because they have age, though, that doesn't mean it really relates to wisdom, as we said. She says, Lonette says, food for thought. Is there any time one should tell someone to leave their marriage? Mm. In only case that I think that the only time that anyone should tell someone to leave their marriage, and I believe this, if there's abuse. If there's abuse, physical abuse is not acceptable. Emotional abuse is not acceptable, but you don't know that. But the physical, I can see. So if I can see you're physically being abused, oh yes, I'm going to tell you. I will tell you to leave because of physical abuse. Because no one should be abused, physically abused. That's my take on that. I that will be the only time that I would say that. Yes, abuse. Yep, that will be the only time. Yes. But other than that, can I get some hearts? Can I get some hearts? But other than that, I don't think anyone else, I believe everything from that point is repairable, can be reconciled. I don't think that marriage is something, because I've been divorced. And as I've grown and as I've learned more, and the more I know of the principles of the scriptures, I'm understanding that I rather I would have withstood. I would have stayed because there was no abuse. I would have stayed. There was things that it was just my mindset and the way how I looked at life and the things that I didn't know. I was very immature. And then sometimes I'd have to realize that sometimes we grow. I was immature. He was immature in different areas. And so sometimes you grow on different places. You evolve. And it's during the evolvement that you miss the mark. Let me see. Noah says, watch who you let in your circle. Why are you connected or forming bonds with people who are giving you bad advice? Use your own judgment and change your circle if you have to. Everyone is not qualified to handle your trials and tribulation. Good one, Noah. Good one. Choose your circle. You have single friends that are envious that their friends got married and will do and say anything to damage it. Yes, these are the things that we have to be real about that. Jasmine, what you wrote, we have to be real about that. That can be the case. I actually, I actually had a friend that was a dear friend to me. I mean, and those were words that she said to me when I got married. When I got married, she says, "I'm jealous." She says, not that she. This is her words were, "I'm jealous, not of you. It's just that I wanted it to be me. I wanted to be the one to get married." She sure did. But I believe it or not, I respect her for that because she was able to tell me that. She told me the truth of her feelings. Montrese says many times you hear people say that you are not married, so how can you give advice to married couples? I fail to see the relevance if a person is qualified in the area, then whether or not that person is married is beside the point. If we take the side that the person has to be married in order to give advice, then what about the person who is counseling a rape victim? Doesn't mean that in order for that person to counsel the rape victim that they have to be raped. I think sometimes we just, oh, this is good, y'all bringing it. Y'all are bringing it tonight. Thank you. I love my administrators. They're really great. Um, she says, Daphne said, I'm a therapist, and mental abuse and verbal can oftentimes be worse than physical abuse because when you look at the cycle of abuse, it does not start with a hit. It starts in the mind. Oh, exactly. Now, you're absolutely true about that. They say emotional abuse, mental abuse is more exactly. But the thing about it is that what you can't speak on what you can't see. And sometimes, well, put it like this, I mean, you have to know the signs. You have to know the person. You have to see their demeanor, their character. There's things that develop or things that they present to you that you will be able to see that they have mental abuse, emotional abuse. But that only takes someone with a keen eye and someone who knows really tied in to that person on the relational basis, that that relationship is so strong and tight and bond is great that they can see, oh, something is happening with my friend, and then they can address it. So you kudos on that one. Definitely, I'm not saying the physical abuse isn't horrible, and I don't condone or accept. Yes, uh, you guys are doing magnificent, magnificent. I thank you all for tuning in with Tea Time with Tracey. Okay, Jazz says they're right. Then you have single friends that will be your biggest cheerleader and truly happy for you and support the union. Again, integrity of a person, integrity of the person, what it is. Um, so Faye asking, so would you go back to that relationship, Tracey? Laughing out loud. Oh, she's asking me about my marriage. No, I am different than then. I'm saying if I had the information that I had today, back then I would have been in it. But who I am now and who he is, and we're totally, there's absolutely no way that we can come together on that note. It's a whole different place. But I believe that if I had the information that I had today, that I could have grown, we could have grown together, you know. But oh no, that's a big no. Thumbs down. But he's a great guy, great dad, awesome, great cook, hospital man, but that's not it. Jacqueline says, sidebar, there's two kinds of abuse, physically and mentally. The way you're spoken to, I believe that's just as worse as someone puts their hands on you. Exactly. Yes, Elder White. Yes, 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 yes. Um, Jasmine says yes to Montrese, yes to Daphne. Daphne said, yes, you're absolutely right. I see in couple therapy all the time. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, guys, I'm so excited about tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, remember, please make sure y'all be part in the $500 cash giveaway. I need to hear my the cash app going off. It's very, very silent tonight. I need to hear you. Okay, please, please. I need to hear that. Just all you have to do is send $10 to Cash App $ for Tea Time to get your name on the spin wheel. Here it is. Yes, yes, yes. Faye said, that's great. You can say this today. Growth. Amen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Faye. Yes. Kimberly said, I gave a good friend advice. She didn't listen. Her husband tried to kill her. She was in coma for 2 years, had to learn to walk and talk. Wow. Oh, boy. But you know what? And you know, that's the thing, you know. But the thing is, we have to give it, we are responsible to, I believe. We have to, let me see what she says. She's alive, thank God for that, but will never be the same. Yes, yes. But at least you did your part to know that you did tell her. Now she made the choice herself, but you were a friend and you loved her enough that even though she didn't accept your advice, but you were able to tell her. And that, I think that's another thing too. I believe that we have to be willing to tell the truth of what we see and what we believe, whether they accept it or not. Um, Jazz said, "Oh, that. Oh, okay, okay." Um, Daphne says, "So my husband said there's a different marital advice and relationship advice." Oh, okay. That's good, Daphne. Tell your husband that's a good one. There is a difference between someone single giving advice, marital advice, and relationship advice. There are two different categories there. But let me hear what Montrese is saying. She says, there's no advice you can give a married person, and there's no advice you can give a single person. Nobody has a manual on either. A married person was once single, and a single person was never married. It's different once married, and now you're married. You don't know what it's like being single. I think being a listening ear is key, not offering advice. Ooh, ooh, that is so good. That is so good. And every marriage is different. You take advice from your married friends, but what works for them may not work for you in your marriage. Oh, oh. Noah says, I agree. I agree. And you hit it on the head, Kimberly. The Bible is a manual to all things in my life. Exactly. Can I keep pressing the button? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. What's happening? I keep pressing the. My phone went on the button on the wrong part. So my apologies. But please, can I get some hearts? Is this topic all right? Are you guys okay with this? I really appreciate you all tuning in and sharing your point of views. It's really important, and I believe it's going to be a help to someone. Okay, Jackie says, as a single person talking with a married person, using wisdom is very important. Because of the covenant with God, the biggest advice would be pray with them and for them and seek God on behalf of the marriage now. If it's physical, by all means, there's ways of handling that voluntary or involuntary. I'm just saying, I get you. Yes, I get you. Um, yes, can we also we have to do our part in the natural realm. We know God got us. Yes, yes. Oh, my number one fan, my sister Cynthia. Good to see you. Oh, the topic of discussion is this. You people who are tuning in late, please, please join in, join in. We need to hear from you. We need to hear from you. Your opinion matters here. You matter here. If you're able to write it, then we're going to make sure we're going to acknowledge it. We believe in acknowledging our viewers. You are important, and your opinion matters. Your thoughts matter, and this is a way that we get a chance to express ourselves on our thoughts concerning matters. And you never know that someone may have your answer that you're looking for that you didn't even know that you had a question to. And so please do not hold back on your thoughts or expressing yourself. We welcome you here. Okay? Okay, we have Monique Porter says, I believe, like what others I have said, if you haven't been married, you should tread lightly with the advice. Every relationship is different. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I do believe that, I believe, hold on, we got some others saying something here. Michelle says, so good for the soul. Good tea. Thank you. Good, good tea. Thank you. Faye says, question, would you take advice from a single person or married person who do not believe in God or who does not know the Bible? Okay, now, that right there is deep. But my thing is this: God is the institution of marriage. And to say one, when they say they don't believe in God, I always say, this is my personal. It's funny, and that's, I don't want to wave away from the topic of discussion because that would definitely be another topic to discuss. But I tell you this because you do have couples and marriages where there's a we call it unequally yoked according to the Bible, meaning that you're not yoked up. You may be yoked up on one level, but you're not yoked up when it comes to faith. When it comes to God, I always say for someone to say that they don't believe in God, you have to believe that He is to believe that He isn't. To say that you don't believe in something, you have to first believe that it is. So I kind of have a hard time when I hear people say, I don't believe in God. I'm like, really? I try not to tread on those type of things because to me, that's a very heavy area. And to me, I think that if you don't believe in God and you vow before God that this person is your wife or your husband, so if you don't believe in Him, who are you making that vow to? Who are you in covenant with? That's just my take. But that will be for something that we talk on another time. How's that? Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Can I get some hearts? Can I get some hearts? Machi says, I think, like with all things, you can discern good advice and bad advice. Don't be so close minded that you miss out on the message that God may have sent through a single person to give you. God can use anybody. You just never know. Exactly. It's true on all aspects. You never know. But yes, thank you. Thank you, Elder. You're saying facts to what I just said. Yes. 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 So, that's a loaded question there, Faye. Loaded question. It even did something in my spirit just that quick. But the thought pattern is, um, yeah, yeah. That's a whole loaded topic there. But getting back to the topic of discussion, can single people who've never been married give advice to married people on marriage, etc.? Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I'm a little quiet there. I'm waiting. Oh, Jackie's saying truth to my cheese. I know we're a little delayed, but again, please, people, please, 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 I need you all to make sure that you make sure that you be part of the $500 giveaway. Send your Cash App today. I am waiting. I'm waiting. It's not going off. Send $10 to Cash App $4, the number 4, Tea Time, and your name will be placed on the spin wheel. Very true. Shannon said very true. So let's go back to what everybody's saying very true to Montrese. Montrese says, I think, like with all things, you can discern good advice and bad advice. Don't be so close minded that you miss out on the message that God may have sent through a single person to give you. God can use anybody. You just never know. You never know. You really don't. You never know. And so it's true. Can I get some hearts, people? Every time, oh, Shannon, I just realized it's you. Yes, Shannon, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, we want everyone to, we need the people to tune in. Come on, we got a few more minutes and then we got to close out. It's 8:51, so I got a few more minutes, but I want to hear from everyone. I want to hear from everyone. Uh, Faye said also, you as an individual know who you can get good, bad advice from. If you, for example, are cheating, you probably will go to a friend who will condone such things, not the friend who will tell you about yourself at first. Boom. That's true. Sometimes you're only going to speak to the person who goes along with everything that what they go that comfort, that person that you know. It's true, but like you said, you got to know your friends. You got to know your friends. Like Monchi said, you got to discern. But the bottom line is this. Um, Let me see what we have here. The person who wouldn't want to be my friend, Faye. That person wouldn't want to be my friend. Okay. Oh, so you're talking about Faye was saying, right? Faye was saying, Faye said, also, you as an individual know who you can get good or bad advice from. If you, for example, are cheating, you probably will go to a friend who will condone such things, not the friend who will tell you about yourself at first. And so Shannon was saying that person wouldn't want to be her friend. Right. Okay, so um again, we're down to the wire. But please, people, I need you all to make sure that you be a part of the $500 giveaway on January 1st, 2021. All you have to do is submit $10 to Cash App $ the number 4 Tea Time, and you will get your name on the spin wheel. Lornette says, sorry, Montrese, some counselor individuals, I have come to realize when people are going through marital issues, they can't distinguish good or bad advice, and discernment is not on their radar, only the hurt they are facing. Wow. Wow. Montrese says, I don't think a friend would condone anything that could possibly jeopardize your marriage. If they do, they aren't a friend, just my opinion. Jackie says, being transparent. I have lived the life of a married person without being married. Oh my God. Whoo, guys, you are bringing it on here tonight. You are really bringing it tonight. So what do we say to that? What do we say to that, to people who say live the married life and say they live that married life? Oh my goodness. I know a lady that I grew up with who was married, who put like this, she wasn't married at that time. She had 2 kids from a man and was with him for 20 some years. And they recently married after within 4 years, I think now. But all those years they were living like husband and wife, but they weren't married. And then they finally did it later on. So that's something else there too. Jacqueline says, when the words say that the weather transcript, it is hard. It's hard. You learn stuff that make you say, what did I do to make him act that way? Shannon says, I've done the same. Did everything a married couple would do. Okay, I think we're going to stay on for a little bit because, wow. So what do we say to that? What do we say? So here we have single women that live the life of married women. Can they talk? Can they give advice? They would live in the life as not married, but yet they are single. How do we? When it comes to this? You see, oh, this is juicy. This is really. I think this is gonna be a tea topic. This is gonna be a tea topic, guys. This is gonna be a tea topic. Oh boy. I think we have to make this a tea topic. This is something that we need to discuss. What do you do? Is that a what do you do? Or Jackie and Shannon, you want this to be a tea topic? Can I get some hearts if this should be a tea topic? Uh, this is really good. This is really good, but my time is well spent, and I have to tune out. Um, but this is really good. I really appreciate all of you for tuning in tonight. What do we say about that? We got to discuss this. Oh, that was Lornette that says, wait a minute, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, hold up. See, Lornette, okay, hold up. Okay, this is really good. This is really good. Um, oh my goodness, you guys are really touching on some stuff here. Okay, so Lornette said she did everything as a married person except commit. She did that too. Jackie says, sorry, the ways of transgressors, sorry about that. Oh, that's what she was saying. Yes, they can because they are married, but without the state being involved. Um, oh yeah, part two. Yeah, we're gonna do this one here. Lornette, I definitely need you all to come back. What's next Monday? What's next Monday? We're gonna do this one. We're gonna touch on this one. Oh my goodness, you have more than one. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay, okay. Hold up, you guys. Okay, they made a commitment to each other, just like some did before we got married. Who didn't test the water? Some didn't, but people do. Oh my goodness, you guys are really bringing it tonight. Ooh, okay. Lorna, Kim said yes. Lots of people live off the grid and don't get state involved in marriage or birth of children. And I'm going to leave it right here. Marriage is from God. If no commitment, it means nothing. Period. Period. So, but we're going to talk about this. This is going to be a topic of discussion. Lornette, I definitely need you all to come back with me on. I please, I really, I'm really calling you out. Actually, Lornette, what is it? Next Monday is the 28th. Yes. Um, yes. She said, I wouldn't call my commitment to the person I love nothing. It means everything to me. Oh my God, this is good. This is good. Soul tied are married. Oh my God, you guys are bringing it. It's too deep for me at this hour. I gotta go. But please, please hold it. Hold it. Next Monday, Lornette, I need you to tune in. Ani, I need you to tune in. Jackie, Kim, Noah, Jeannie, Shannon, please, please, please be back for this hot topic. How are we going to name it? What's the name we're going to give this topic? Because this here just exploded. Jackie, it exploded. And I need you all because this is going to be a help to so many in soothing and healing and all of that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys, yes. And we're gonna talk about the dangers and let's we're gonna lay it out. Let's lay it out. Let's lay it out. Okay, but this is for next week. Next week, I just need someone to give me the topic that, and I'm gonna put it in, and I'm gonna jumpstart it on tonight, letting it be known that this is the topic, the hot topic for next week, and we're gonna hit it. You can be committed without. Oh my goodness, oh y'all just really. Oh, but Jackie said, but what a price to pay. God way is the best way. Truly, God way. Jeannie says you can be committed without being married. Oh my goodness. You guys are really blowing my mind tonight. You guys, I love you. Thank you, Shannon. She said, I'll be back for this. I'm interested in hearing all of this. Yes, you'll be surprised. We'll be surprised. This is what I tell you about tea time. Yes, see you then. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I can't stay longer. Can I have got to go. But this is, oh, okay, that's it. Walking into a marriage fully loaded. I can't stay any longer, Montrese. I really have to go. But this is a topic that needs to go have its own space in its own course, and we want to take it all the way. So let's get this together on what we're going to call a marriage without the blessing of the church. Oh my goodness. Okay, so listen, we're gonna come back on next Monday. Lornette, I definitely need you here. I need you all in, and um, people. I'm gonna do something different. Oh my goodness. Where are the witnesses? What's the role of the witnesses at the marriage? Maybe we should fold that into the title. Oh my goodness. Look, you guys, all I know is Jackie, y'all started something and exploded. But Lornette, this is what I want you to be prepared. Lornette, Jackie, Shannon, be prepared that I may bring you, if y'all want to come on live, you're able to come on live. I think I want to do something then. I might want to bring, I don't know. Y'all let me know. I'm gonna inbox y'all, and y'all let me know. I think I want to do something. I think I want to, but I see you on Monday. I see you on Monday. I want to I can pop you in and respond in person, or I think I want to do something different. I'm throwing it around in my mind, but we're gonna take care of that on next Monday, okay? So please, I thank you all for tuning in for Tea Time with Tracey. Again, please, 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 I need you all to be a part of this $500 giveaway. Send your $10 Cash App to $ for Tea Time. The giveaway is on January 1st, 2021. Your name will be on the spin wheel. It looks like this. So what I'm saying to you all, I want you all to be prepared that I may bring you all in randomly. Like I will send you the invite. I think I'll be able to do that. I'm going to copy it and I'll be able to send you the invite where you'll be able to jump in and jump off. If you want to be able to come in, let me know and I'll be able to jump in and jump off. But I'll only do one person at a time. I may have you in the back office, but I'm going to do something different. Okay, so I want y'all to work with me, but this is a really, really great topic on tonight. I appreciate you all. Yes, for tuning in with Tea Time with Tracey. Again, as I always tell you, Tea Time with Tracey is where we come together. We have discussions where we encourage each other, admire and aspire, and we assist each other because we never know. No man is an island, and we are better together. Teamwork is what makes things work. We can't do it by ourselves. We need each other. It's all about us building our relationships, trying to create unbreakable bonds with our relationships and marriages, our families, work in all aspects. So again, I will see you all on next Monday, December 28th. And be prepared to tune in for Tea Time with Tracey. We're going to have a marvelous time. And again, as you all know, this is a Christian forum. And one of the things I always say, out of all the relationships to have, there's no greater relationship than the relationship with our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I believe that the Bible tells us, according to Romans 10 and 9, if you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus died and God rose him, you shall be saved. That is absolute truth. And so I say unto you tonight, would you accept him? Would you allow him to be Lord of your life and Savior of your life? All you have to do is simply say, Lord Jesus, come into my heart. Forgive me, I am a sinner. I repent. I turn away from my evil ways and I turn to you. I want your will to be done in me. So I ask that you create in me a clean heart and renew the right spirit within me. I believe that you died for me on Calvary. I believe that God rose you on the third day. I believe that and the death, the burial, and the resurrection. I accept you as Lord in my life. I welcome you into my life to be Lord of my life and to be Savior of my life. If you've done that, guess what? You are saved. Just that simple. And the heavens are rejoicing. And as the heavens are rejoicing, we here at Tea Time with Tracey are also rejoicing with you. We are glad to see you to be part of the fold. And so, again, what I say unto you, if you don't have a church and you're looking for a church, I recommend that you find yourself a Bible-based church, a faith-believing church, where they will teach you the things of God. And you are welcome to attend the church where I go. I go to Full Effect Gospel Ministries, where my leader is General Overseer Bishop Archie L. McGinnis II, and our First Lady Dr. Cynthia McGinnis. We're being taught in the Word, we're being built up in the Word, and we're going from glory to glory and from faith to faith. And you're welcome to come along with us. All you have to do is go to our website, and you will find all that you need to know about our church, and that is effect900.com. So until then, I will see you on next Monday. If you have accepted the Lord as your life, please leave that comment that I am saved, or please leave your comment that I accept Him on today. And that's it. And again, I look forward to seeing you all on next Monday. It's going to be a hot topic. I'm going to be in contact with Shannon, Lornette, and Jackie. You three, I'm going to DM you. Okay? And so we'll talk then. Be blessed. Have a wonderful night, everyone. And thank you all. And thank you all. God bless you. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey.